What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. There is some breaking news, if I want to be dramatic, in the guitar industry, in the guitar world. Neural DSP just released a new product, and it is something that I think is absolutely game-changing. Now, I hate that buzzword. We always use it, but this one, I think, certainly warrants that title. We have a Quad Cortex Mini. It is a new rendition of the Quad Cortex. I'm personally very excited, and I'm sure you probably are as well since you clicked on this video. This is something that I was kind of anticipating, but they went kind of the other way. So I made a video about maybe like, I don't know, a week ago when I was talking about like speculations of what would come out this NAMM time. I was guessing that some sort of Quad Cortex rack unit would come out, but rather than going rack unit, they went the other way. They went even smaller. And taking a look at this unit, it looks like the size of a cell phone. And that is unbelievable, truly. So I'm getting set up right here, filming this video like in real time. Like I just saw this news and I immediately jumped on, camera right here, just sat down in my room and I just started recording and filming. My wife and I were just watching TV and I saw this. I was like, hey, honey, I got to go to work. And she's like, yeah, dude, go have at it. I'm going to hang out here and watch. We're watching Watch Mojo, like 2000s music videos. Anyway, that's a true story. Anyway, let's check out the Quad Cortex Mini. I have not really checked out anything at all, okay? Here we are on the Neural DSP website, Quad Cortex Mini. No compromises, just smaller. So obviously there's no scale in this visual representation right now in this picture, but it looks like this big, dude. It looks, like I said, like a cell phone, man. And what's interesting is they already have a smaller version. They have the Nano Cortex. One second. Here's my Nano Cortex. This has always been my backup unit when touring, right? This has been traveling with me off and on for, I don't know, a year and a half or something like that. So it is interesting. They have a Nano Cortex, but this is a Quad Cortex Mini. And this unit right here, the Nano Cortex, in case you guys are unfamiliar, it's just capturing like snapshots. There's not as much tweakability and rig building inside of this thing. You have to use your phone, and it's solid, but like I personally don't really gravitate towards this so much. This is just like a fail safe, like a last resort if I need some tones for a show or something like that. So it is interesting. They have something smaller, but they went like seemingly full on, all the bells and whistles with a Quad Cortex just in something that's this big, dude. Quad Cortex Mini, no compromise, just smaller. Learn more. Let's see what this thing's all about. Look small, play big. Quad Cortex Mini delivers a full Quad Cortex experience in our most compact, usable format yet without cutting corners. So that to me just sounds like it's literally the Quad Cortex. Like nothing's changed, just a lot smaller. Taking a look at the front panel here, we have the stereo XLR outs. We have an input, okay, expression pedal, MIDI in. Interesting, the MIDI in is something that really stands out to me because, I've been touring a lot with For the Fallen Dreams and with Elijah. We were using MIDI switching, and we were using I don't even know what they're called, like the bigger MIDI, like with the 10 pins or whatever I'm talking about. This one you have the smaller one, so that's something to keep in mind, but it is still MIDI capable here. More than a 50% smaller footprint, neural capture technology. I know people love the capture technology. I'm not really personally a fan of that, but I have gone on the Cortex Cloud and tried other people's captures. I've always just kind of stopped at just rig building inside of the unit, but having the ability to capture is huge for a lot of people I know. Intuitive visual workflow, 7-inch touchscreen with grid-based signal flow. Okay, flagship performance in compact format. Yeah, okay, so that's amazing, dude. It's unbelievable, truly, that we have a Quad Cortex the size of, like I said, a cell phone, man. So with just a footprint of 22.8 by 11.8 centimeters, I'm American, so I don't really know what that translates to. Oh, here we go. 8.9 inches by 4.6. So yeah, dude, literally about that big. What's interesting is for somebody like me who's always flying with my Quad Cortex, it's always been a bit of a conscious thought to keep it secure. You can put it in a backpack, you can put it in a suitcase, but when you put it in the suitcase or something like that, like the normal Cortex is like this big. So it's tiny, but it isn't as small as possible. It is a little cumbersome, and you do have to make sure that it's packed securely, especially if you check your bag. With this thing, having it this big, dude, like it is not going to take up any sort of space whatsoever in any sort of compartment of any suitcase or travel gig or gig bag or anything like that. I'm actually kind of sincerely blown away. And truly, dude, like I don't really get blown away or like taken aback by new gear anymore, because I think everything's kind of awesome anymore. But this is something I think that really stands out. This seemingly is like smaller than a Tonex pedal. It's smaller than like the Headrush Prime. It's amazing, dude, literally. 90 plus amp models, 100 plus effects, and over 1,000 cab IRs. Neural capture, okay. Cortex cloud, okay, cool. Yeah, like there's nothing really that's standing out to me that seems to be new, like an additional new feature that's come out. But it's just all the features that we love with Neural DSP products and Quad Cortex products, just in a smaller footprint. So I did do a little bit of research real quick, and I found a Guitar World magazine article here talking about the Quad Cortex Mini. And I really just wanted to see the price, because the price is really going to be the make or break thing for everybody, right? You know, that's all well and good, smaller footprint and stuff like that, but how much is it going to, you know, set me back? Owing to the fact that this effectively offers everything a Quad Cortex does, the QC Mini is priced accordingly at 1,400 euros to 1,300 euros. So 1,300 euros right now is give or take 1,500 bucks. I am surprised by that. So it's maybe what, $100, $200 cheaper. That's something interesting, because the Nano right here is like give or take 600 bucks right now. So you're paying for the full price of the Quad Cortex, the full, you know, full scale version, with maybe $100, $200 discount. So that is something that is a little interesting for me to realize. I was assuming it's going to be about $1,000 bucks. But again, if it does everything that the Neural DSP big Quad Cortex does, why would they make it that much cheaper? It makes sense, but I guess I had my hopes up thinking that it would be like the Quad Cortex for like 2/3 of the price or something like that. But it's more or less like 90% of the price. But all in all, everybody, regardless, man, like what a statement, what a staple of this NAMM time here in 2026. This NAMM season so far has been really good, man. I've been really hyped. I've been really stoked. This is something that will change the landscape of the touring musician and the gigging musician. Everybody uses Quad Cortex seemingly anymore, from the biggest bands in the world to, you know, local acts and everywhere in between. And traveling is something that we as, you know, gigging musicians and touring musicians do. So traveling with something that's this big, dude, it literally is a game changer. And I hate to use that word, but I really think it is, man. It changes the ability to travel safely with your equipment and not have to worry about it so much. And you don't have to compromise at all, really, with any sort of packing requirements inside of your suitcase. So everybody, that's the video for today. Just a really quick announcement. I'm actually genuinely really excited. And like I said, man, I don't really get all that excited with stuff, but this is an exception. I'm thoroughly pleased, surprised. I thought they were going rack unit. They went the other way. And yeah, it's just a really cool time to be a guitar player. So what do you guys think about this? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'll be sure to meet you down below in the comment section, okay? I love you guys so much. And thanks for always just being here, okay? I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Love you guys. Take care. See you later.